us again.
Hey guys, and gals.
Hey.
And gals, yeah, we're going to do the gals, right? The last two new members, well, actually 2 out of the last 3 new members have been gals, right?
Yep.
That's kind of cool. So, yeah, welcome. Hopefully you're watching. Oh, that's a cat. I was going to see what? No, that's a dog behind Corey. What the heck is that going on over there?
Come here, baby.
Oh, it's awesome.
Oh no, it's wagging its tail, so it must be a dog.
Come on, baby.
You can see.
That's my rat.
There you go.
You see Jellybean then curled up and got her nap.
Yeah. You're getting ready for a submarine attack.
Yeah. He's sound asleep right now.
Nice. Pet week. I'm not getting my dog down here. He'll knock me out of the chair and I'll be all embarrassed and everything.
Hey,
what's new?
Let's talk about all the new toys on the toy shelf right now. Okay, now that's done.
Okay, we're done.
Boy, that's the truth, huh? It really this time of year is really toy desert, isn't it? It always has been. Really is.
It's pretty bad right now, though.
It is definitely pretty bad right now.
I feel like the guys on Spaceballs out combing the desert for the droids.
Yeah, right.
Can't find anything.
Yeah, yeah, big comb out in the desert. Baseballs. Oh.
Can't find anything. Ain't find nothing.
Everybody doing good?
Swept the toy aisle with a fine tooth comb and found nothing.
I reckon so. I'm happy to have hot water today. So yeah.
Yeah.
And we are too.
Yeah. Ice again.
Starting to smell around here.
Getting a little gamey.
Well, we can boil some water in the tub, but I'm a shower man myself, so
yeah. I don't do the bathtub thing. Human soup.
Yeah.
I never quite.
I can't either, man.
Yeah, I never quite got that. When I actually fit in the bathtub, I suppose it was a little different, but it's been a while.
What was that, like 4 years old? Kind of like me.
Yeah, I went from the sink to the tub and to the shower in a week and a half. That's how fast I grew. Cool. Anyways, enough of that TMI. So let's jump to Corey. Let's let our guest this week do the honors of getting us going. How's that?
Well, this week wasn't a great week for toys. Just gonna tell you. I had some stuff that come in that was delayed. So first guy here, you can check him out. Is the was it Stalker? Yeah. The G.I. Joe classified line. I'd modified him, done a little modification, cut this vest open. It looks like where he can use his ab crunch. No, he can't even do ab crunch. So, and my second item I got was some Valaverse. And I throwed him on Snow Job here. Got the ghillie suit.
Oh,
Not
nice.
too crazy like the brown showing out. He comes with a sniper rifle and the ghillie suit. And I'll show you what that sniper rifle case looks like in 1 second. And my third one was from Valaverse. It was the deluxe. I think his name's Shooter. Got the green ghillie suit. He's got a couple of heads. He's got one where he's got his eyes squint where you see him with one eye open. He's got like a camo mask on there. That's what he come with several hands and heads, and he come with this. And this what got me is this sniper rifle case here actually comes with a spotter scope.
Oh, nice.
I like that. But that's pretty much all I got this week. It's been a slow week.
Hey, put that tracker back up, Corey.
Shadow Tracker.
Have you guys seen the mods that they're doing to that? They're cutting they're actually cutting the eye holes in that mask a little bit bigger. So he has painted eyes behind there, but you can't see them.
Yeah.
So people were being real carefully cutting out those eye openings more, so you could actually see the eyes through that bone mask. They actually look very cool.
Like you probably take a small drill bit and modify that.
Yeah, it looked.
The other mask. Yeah, the other mask hardly sticks on mine.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I said,
see, one that modded it this way where you could use ab crunch, you know.
Cool. Very cool. I am still undecided on that figure.
Here's a box art.
Oh, that's cool.
Come with it.
Nice. Nice.
How many Vanguards did you order?
They still ain't up for pre-order yet.
Oh, they're not? I thought they went up. They still haven't gone up.
Not what I ordered. I don't think so. I was on there today. I didn't see it. I like to think about that one over because I'm running out of space. I got the hits tank over here. I got the WWE slamming 18-wheeler, which I give to the dreadnoughts. And like I say, I'm running out of room for a vehicle. This shelf over here is nothing but vehicles.
Mm-hmm. Coming up this summer too.
Yeah.
So
that Valorverse figure is pretty awesome though. From what I've seen of it, that sniper guy.
Yeah. Come here, dog. Oh. Oh. Poor dog. She's too short to get up on the bed. I have to give her a lift.
We lost Dave.
Yeah, we lost Dave.
Don't
know what happened.
Okay.
So his mic and camera, his camera went out or something. Anyway,
I think he was having trouble with it last week too, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. I'll keep an eye on that. We'll probably have to restart. But if you guys want to start talking about this Mythic Legion stuff we're talking about, pretty cool. We can start on it.
Dave hops back in. We'll go to McFarlane. Yeah, let's go to the Mythic Legion stuff. Fine.
This is the new stuff that's been up for pre-order over the last couple of days. This is I'm gonna butcher these names because I'm not very good with them. So if y'all don't, Tullus the Conqueror, maybe.
Or
I'll go with that. Sounds good.
Atlas.
Tullus, I guess. Anyway, he's his faction is House of the Noble Bear. His race is human. His role is the Barbarian King, not the Barbecue King, but the Barbarian King.
He can be the Barbecue King. I wouldn't mind having some barbecue. Go ahead.
Look at some of the pictures here. That's the first one they got up. These things are pretty awesome. They're highly detailed. They're cool. I mean, what can you say? They're just really cool. But,
they got a price point on them?
Yeah, they're 60 to 70.
Oh, is he that much?
Yeah, I think most of them are that price or higher.
The one that I was looking at, the Nev, I think she was 39 or 49. I can't remember which.
It may have been something like that, but they're awesome. I mean, they're probably worth that price.
Oh yeah, look at all the accessories you get.
Oh yeah, I mean,
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 hands. Several sets of hands, a sword.
Mm-hmm. A couple swords, dagger, battle axe, 2 different heads. And it's a different head because it goes on. If you'll see the pictures, it don't go over the existing head. It's an extra head. there's a bunch of cool things in this line. I really like it, but it's
Not too crazy about his armored head, but the rest of it I am though.
That's his battle helmet. He's got to have a battle helmet now.
Yeah, looks like they range from $49.99 to $74.99 depending on the figure.
Yeah, $50 and up. Yeah,
and they got some horses.
Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, we're gonna see one of those in a moment.
What scale is he, Shane?
He's 6 inch. They're 6 inch, I believe.
Right.
Oh, I know.
I think
get some horses for Spirit.
I think the horses they've been using with classified are from the Mythic Legions, the ones in other groups.
Yeah, probably so. But here's our next one we're gonna look at. It's Bodvar.
Bodvar, I guess.
Yeah. Bodvar the bear.
Yeah. He carries a price tag of $119.99.
Yeah, and he's massive.
Man.
We'll see.
I'm gonna have to think a long time before I come up with $119.99 for him. But I want him bad though.
He's nice looking, that's for sure. But I don't know if he's that nice looking.
Yeah,
but they're killing.
I like the saddle. He's got an alternate head. I'm in at $100-something.
Oh yeah, he's got an alternate head.
Yeah, I'm in it then.
There you go.
Oh yeah, I'm in it.
I think the saddle is removable too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. There's your saddle. It's removable.
It's a saddle. Oh yeah, I'm definitely in it. Saddle it comes with don't come with no different paws or anything.
No, that was it. The paws are articulated and everything at the finger. You can see right here they're articulated at the finger joints and everything. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, there's.
I wonder if his open mouth head would fit that Ursa Major figure I got from Marvel Legends.
I don't know about that now, but that's that one. And we're going to this one here. He's a Broder of Jorngar. I'm going to butcher these names. He's racist human, his role's warrior and a guide. I love these figures, but I just don't like the prices. But for the stuff you get for them, you can't beat them really.
Yeah.
They're about like buying a NECA or a Super 7 Ultimate figure.
Yeah.
For the price,
he's got him so far. Him and the first one, Atlas you showed, are both $49.99.
Right.
Or at least that's what Big Bad Toy Store's got them for.
Right.
This right here comes with like bro shorts.
And he's got different heads.
Ooh.
I mean, he's pretty. These are some really nice figures here. Let's see. We got Dave back. Hang on. Welcome back, Dave.
Hey, thanks, guys. No, I don't know what. I had to restart the computer. It lost the mic and apparently decided to shut off the camera at the same time, which is very odd.
That's crazy. I was having problems beforehand too, so
yeah, I don't know what the heck that was all about. Anyways,
we'll go back to the bear with you would like to see. But yeah, like I said, they're awesome. I love the articulation and the multiple accessories they come with.
Now these are 6 inch, right?
Yes, they're 6 inch figures, and they're awesome. I mean, that's really all you can say. They're really, and for $50, they're really not bad price. They're about the same price as, like we're saying, the Ultimates, Super 7 Ultimates.
Yeah.
And shoot, they look just as good, if not better. I really like this one right here. It's just, I like the Viking part of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shane's
Which
gonna
all
keep on
these are
showing
pretty
me
much-
stuff. I might start selling blood.
Oh, don't I
pretty
love
much
that?
pretty much all Vikings that we're looking at tonight.
Now we had
Yeah.
determined back when we first saw this that all of that gear comes off the bear. So you
It
don't
does.
have
Yes, it
to have
does.
it. This is a great looking bear.
Yes, and it's got an alternate head also.
Can do
Yeah,
some
the
cool
saddle.
stuff with that.
Yeah, the saddle does come off. Oh yeah, that is a photographer's dream right there.
It really is. You do some
Right
really
there.
cool stuff with that bear.
And you'll still see here in just a second that the fingers, the toes are articulated.
Nice.
They all move. See how they all are different jointed, it looks like? Yeah,
All I gotta say, he's pricey. I mean, he's way over $100.
what'd you say was, John? 119?
Yeah, $119.99 is what Big
Yeah.
Bad Toy Store's got him listed at.
So yeah, I mean, it's
Well, more
it's
show-
awesome.
The more that Shane shows it, the more and more I think it's a fair price.
Yeah.
Boy, it's at night. Boy, and especially when you see the picture of a 6-inch figure sitting on him, he's about half the size of his tank.
Yep.
Seriously.
I think there's a
Shane?
picture here of him sitting on it. Yeah, there you go.
I mean, seriously.
Yeah. Shane, you're going to have to quit showing these pictures because Corey can barely stand it.
Oh no! I'm gonna have to go sell my blood, and it's just barely can't contain myself.
Just bear with us, Corey. We'll make it through them.
I'll grin and bear it.
I bet but you're right as far as photography goes, especially if you're using a Kodak camera.
Kodak.
Shane, take this away, buddy. I want to hear you pronounce this.
Dispatara. Dispatara.
Dice guitar? Do the double vowels make the long sound? I mean, is it dice?
Let's go with that.
Yeah. His faction is the Sons of the Red Star. He's an assassin. I'm gonna tell you, this is pretty cool. I looked these pictures over earlier. He's pretty cool. He's got he's a scorpion. From what I've seen.
Yeah.
He's got the extra tentacles. Then he's got the scorpion back and tail. He's got the scorpion feet.
I got to tell you, he would fit right in with a modernized Cobra La setup, wouldn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Got that organic thing going there. That would be kind of cool.
I'm just waiting for the Mummy and the Rock to run out and hang out with him.
There's the accessories he comes with.
Interesting face there, too, huh?
Yeah. Like I said, he's a scorpion.
Cool. Very cool.
There's all the
pass for a snake, though, couldn't he?
Mm-hmm. There's all the different faces you can do with the different helmets and stuff. Pretty cool. We'll see here in a second what his race is. A Scorian.
Scorian, yeah.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Yeah, but think about it. Really, he's not that tough. You get a can of rage, you can take him out.
Yeah, set a Roach Motel on the floor and he can't help himself. It'd be kind of funny, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
We got a 2-pack. Is this a 2-pack?
Yeah, it's a 2-pack. It's the Exiles from Under the Mountain. Their faction is House of the Noble Bear. Their race is dwarves. They're all varied. They are pretty cool.
Boy, they look like dwarves, don't they?
Yeah, they sure do. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I do like this one.
I saw them. They're $89.99 for that 2-pack.
Just short of $100.
So they're basically $45 a piece.
Wah, wah, wah.
They should be $50. I only got half a figure.
Just short of $50.
Just short of $100.
But look,
that was a good one, actually.
They do come with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, man. Helmet heads, shoulder
Yeah,
pads.
I mean,
And you notice there's weapon packs, and there's a dwarf weapon pack too that you can get
they
for
sure are.
$30.
Now, what
I don't know
company
why.
makes these? It's just Mythic Legends.
It's
They're by the Four Horsemen.
4 horsemen.
Oh, Four Horsemen. Okay.
Yeah.
That actually makes sense.
Yeah, they're the ones that sculpted all the Masters of the Universe classics.
Yeah, they did the Mattel DC line too.
I mean,
Yeah, they did.
Just
They
to tell
did.
you now, speaking of the Masters of the Universe classics, I flipped through some of these pictures, and there are a ton of characters that resemble Masters of the Universe figures.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Great fit, right? Great fit.
A ton of them. I'll try to find them.
I know there's one looks like Stinkor.
Yeah. Manisha, Cinderhorn, Sons of the Red Star, he's a Shadow Elf. He's a mercenary. This is a pretty cool looking figure also.
Yeah, I'm looking at these, and you could build out Eternia.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, big time.
Mm-hmm. And I believe that's a cloth goods on that too.
I believe so.
Boy, with I wouldn't have guessed the white hair with unmasked is the same character.
No.
It's
got the red mask on it also.
Yeah.
But they're awesome. I mean, that's all you can really say about them is how awesome they are.
I wasn't impressed with the Scorpion guy, but I am with the as an elf. I'm impressed with that.
A dark elf.
I'm impressed with that.
Yeah, it's got to be cloth goods because you can see the seam lines.
Yeah, I think it's got that wire in it.
Bendy wire in it. Yes, sir.
But even the purple skirt part looks like it's cloth too.
It does. It is.
John, what's the price point on her?
$49.99.
Yeah, they're $50 a piece.
I figured she'd have been a little bit higher with that cloth wired cloak stuff.
Now I think most of their stuff is cloth. Mm-hmm. Any cloaks they do is cloth. Here's one that is really cool. Frost Elf, House of the Noble Bears or faction. Frost Elf, warrior, former gladiator.
Mm-hmm.
She's really cool looking also.
The
blue eyes. You notice the blue eyes?
Yeah.
The really blue eyes.
The stripes on her face too, like the war paint or whatever you call it.
Yeah. The Mystics tell me she's kin to Sub-Zero, cousin, I believe.
Could be.
This is the part I like.
Too? Is that what you said? She's a dwarf too?
No, she's a frost elf.
Yeah.
Oh, an elf. Okay.
Yeah.
Because her proportions are kind of squat too, so I think
that's what I like. The shield with the arrows in it, and that helmet.
If you notice, the shield don't have the arrows in it all the time.
Got the holes there, but that's cool.
Yeah. So you can take them out and put them in.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I like it too. And there's more holes for more arrows, so it's pretty cool, man. I do like that one also.
I like her sword too.
Here's an action picture of her. Yeah, her sword is cool.
Get up in the morning. You need money for tomorrow? You need money for tomorrow.
No, yeah, I'll take some money for tomorrow.
Hi, buddy. Love you.
I'll take all you got. Anyway. Ragaron, maybe.
Rigaron?
Rigaron, I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to butcher these names.
Oh boy, yeah, that's a hard one. Minotaur.
He's the stubborn one.
Yeah,
because he's pretty bullheaded.
Yeah,
that's right.
There's the House of the Noble Bears, this faction. Northland's Minotaur. He's a survivalist. And guess so, as a Minotaur, you gotta be a survivalist. But Everybody wants to take his head off.
Money's only for me, gentlemen.
No, I need some of
Gotta
that.
go pay some bills. Gotta go pay some bills with it.
But anyway, Minotaur guy here is
I
pretty
like
cool.
the Minotaur. I like it. They come off in the head.
Don't know, we ain't made that far yet.
Okay, I didn't know I got it.
I don't think
sure
this one does.
It may not. I like his. I guess that would be a battle club.
It's like a mallet or something, right?
Yeah.
Warhammer.
Oh yeah. Yes,
No,
it
it's
is.
not.
And you can put the skulls on the hammer instead of the ones with the fur.
Right.
Is that an alternate head?
No. He comes with a single head.
Been nice if his jaw was articulated.
Yeah, it'd been nice if they come over with his mouth was open. I agree with that. But I mean, still a cool looking figure.
All his cud would fall out if he had an open mouth.
Yeah. He couldn't chew the cud. These are. I really like these figures, guys. I don't know about y'all, but
Oh, very.
Some I do, some I don't.
Crypt Breaker, huh?
Scapular, the Crypt Breaker. This will be the second one of him. Sons of the Red Star, race skeleton. I didn't realize skeleton was a race. I guess so.
Hey, you're right. That does
Sometimes-
resemble Skeletor.
Yeah.
Sometimes the Skeletor fixes to sue somebody.
This isn't nowhere near. There's one that you guys. I'll try to find and show you. We'll go look at them in a minute. There is a lot of them.
Oh yeah.
Looks
I'm always
Persian.
looking for a good skeleton.
That
Kinda resembles
armor looks
Persian.
Persian.
Yeah,
What's that on his back? Is them cans?
it looks like cans.
Yo, Joe Cola.
Whatever. if it's food, it's just going to go right through him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pound me 3 Steve Weisers.
I don't know how he keeps the meat on his bones.
Those cans of joint lube.
Anorexia, if it's not a laughing matter, dude. You need to call somebody to get some help.
I'll check that out. That's really
Very
cool.
Persian. Doesn't that look
Ooh.
Persian?
That is really
That is
cool.
Persian.
That is
Cool.
really cool.
That's definitely cloth.
That is definitely.
Oh yeah. That's got to be more than $50, dude. It's got to be.
This is Mumra's cousin that doesn't have a job and loves around the castle all day. He's Bumra.
You are right. He is $64.99.
Look at the stuff
I
he
could
comes
say ain't
with.
no way to do $50.
Huh.
There's a ton of accessories, man.
That is
I dig
Persian.
it. Oh yeah,
Yeah, it
definitely.
does look Persian to me. Very cool.
The one before him, the one that looked like a bull, he's $74.99.
Uh-huh.
Well, this just gets worse and worse. Listen.
And the
Umbra.
Oh, here comes the $100 figure.
Umbra.
Now,
Sons
this
of the
man,
Red Star.
they're bad guy heavy in this line, aren't they?
Yeah, they pretty much all about the same, really. They got.
That's
several
got to be
good-
for the Persian guy.
I got to tell you guys, those legs, they look kind of like skeletons, don't they? The legs are kind of weird looking to me. No, just me.
Yeah, I think
No,
they look.
it's not just you.
They look real thick, like they're.
Like bone.
I don't think they look like skeleton to me. I think they just look real muscly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
is that what it is?
I believe they're ratcheted.
I mean, it's a beautiful sculpt.
Oh yeah,
The joints. I believe the joints are ratcheted in that thing. Look
Oh,
at it.
yeah.
How big and thick they are.
Yeah, that skeleton guy's got to ride around on this thing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, matches his clothing and everything. How much is the horse?
The horse
Probably
is
$1.99.
$74.99.
So that's not cheap. I mean, that's cheap enough so you can feed it to the bear. I mean,
oh yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Just feed him to the bear.
I wonder if you. I wonder if you take all that stuff off of him and just keep the saddle on and the bridle.
I don't know.
I'm sure you could.
Still going to have a big spiral horn sticking out of his head. Boy, they're
Shiny
all
Kari.
bad guys, aren't they?
This is Sons of the Red Star.
Shiny Kari.
Your Shiny Kari. I'm going to go with he is Japanese, Korean.
Well,
That's Japanese.
Actually, I think he was Shrek's half Japanese cousin. So,
Could be.
So they're really cool, but I'm just looking at this. I mean, what did we see? 3 hero figures? 4? Plus the bear?
We can count them again.
Yeah, no, hurry. Don't blast through them.
Look at that alternate head. Golly, that's cool, man.
It is cool.
well, technically, if you think about it, it was 5, but 2 of them was like dwarfs. So,
yeah, that 2-pack only counts as one figure.
Yeah.
right. So, yeah.
2 halves.
One will stand on the other one's shoulders.
Or, excuse me, little persons, little people.
Don't underestimate the power of the dwarves.
That's right.
Y'all learn anything from Lord of the Rings?
Mhm.
I like these figures. They're pretty cool, but they're definitely a lot of them that resemble Masters of the Universe stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they definitely got that whole barbarian Conan feel. I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, you remember Conan was like pretty
One, two,
racially diverse. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
all of the different tribes and stuff were represented. So no, there's more heroes up there. There's 1, 2,
yeah, there was 4 bad guys, and there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 good guys.
5 good guys counting the bear.
Plus the bear.
How can you tell the one good from the bad?
It tells
They're all that red
fashion.
star, right?
See their fashion.
Yeah,
It's
there
House
was
of the
a
Noble
bear.
Bear.
So the House of the Noble Bears are good guys, and the other is the bad guys.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Noble
House of
Bear
the
and
Noble
Red
Bear.
Stars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
House of the Noble Bear.
I mean, the Noble Bear guys just look more friendly.
Well, what's
yeah.
what's the bad guys called? What about her? Yes, what is she? Is she
Red Star.
Sons of the Red Star.
okay? Because you figured elf would be a good guy. Well, it depends.
She's a shadow elf, though.
Yeah, shadow elf.
That would be just like a dark elf.
Yeah, she's
I
shady.
guess so. Yeah.
Shady.
Pretty shady. Interesting.
Oh, that was-
Interesting.
Let's see. Let me get back here to the.
Attillus the Conqueror. That doesn't exactly sound like a good guy name, though, does it?
And here's all the
Factions. I don't really know if they are good or bad. They're just different.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Guys, really.
And here's.
Well, some of their logos are pretty bad. But...
Look at here.
geez, there's even more of them.
Yeah. Oh, there's tons of
Oh, yeah, there's tons of them.
There's
Look,
like a
it's
$5,000 collection here.
Cowarus, like is in coward.
Yeah,
This is
right.
battle
Which is what
Waros.
Cringer is.
Called Waros. It's like Cringer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm talking about there's a lot of them like this too that resemble Masters of the Universe.
Yeah, that green and
I
yellow.
wouldn't mind having it.
Tiger.
I wouldn't
What
mind having
house
the
is he
Cringer
from?
man there.
Boy,
Pretty
that's...
cool. They're pretty cool though.
I gotta say though, this would be one pricey collection.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice looking horse there.
Yeah.
All of these
There's
are up for
some really
pre-order,
nice
or they're available.
I
All
think a
these
lot of
are-
these are already available.
Already available. The last ones we looked at was the pre-orders that are up now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
okay.
were up. They're all sold out already.
Yeah.
They
I
were.
don't think they're coming out until next fall.
Yeah.
I like to have that horse right there.
Yeah. These horses, this horse especially.
Nice looking, very nice looking.
But they are $70 to $80. So
Yeah, I know, man. Jeez.
let's see. Let's find some.
Yeah,
If
but
I'm
they
more.
got
mistaken, I
ratchet
think-
joints.
I think the Wolf's Den's got that horse. I think he's got that horse. It seemed like I remember seeing it last time I was in there.
If that horse has ratchet joints, it's well worth $70 or $80.
The Gladiator.
Yeah, that kind of reminds me of if you had a dwarf to go on his back, it would remind me of what was his name from Mad Max Beyond the
Master
Thunderdome?
Blaster.
Yeah,
Master Blaster.
Yeah.
Yeah. These are
Boy,
pretty cool.
man.
Let's flip to the different
I
factions
Hey,
real quick.
there was one that looked
Here's
sort of
yours.
like Serpentor that was on there just a minute ago.
We can go
Yeah, right up to the top into the.
Yeah, that second one from the left.
It does, doesn't it?
Attila or something. That's a line, okay.
Leosaur. It's all lion garb, but yeah.
He's pretty cool though. I think this is like the gladiator faction.
Surprisingly, he got a Russell Crowe ripoff.
Not in there yet. This one
Wow.
kind of looks like Hercules, the old Hercules marble.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, he kind of favors Russell Crowe.
Kind
A
of
little
does.
bit.
Let's see. This is going to be your Templar stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I like the knights. Yeah.
Templar faction here.
Galadriel, Sir Enoch.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like some of the horses.
Yeah, they got
Yeah,
some
Elijah,
horses.
Andrew. Yeah, this is definitely the medieval brigade there, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Bishop.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah, there's a guy looks like the Knights from the Last Crusader with Indiana Jones.
And that looks all that looks removable too, don't it?
Does,
It does.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a jousting horse there. Wow. Oh, boy. Ooh,
Surely you joust.
Oh,
surely you joust there.
Wait, is the front of his face a skull?
Yeah,
that's
that
what
was,
it looks like.
yeah, he got in some
It's got alternate heads. Look at that.
Oh, okay.
Got some bad oats. I tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all quit horsing around.
That's
That is
pretty
kind of
cool, though.
weird that they done a skull head for it. Though.
I'd like to have that horse right there set up like without all the stuff on it.
Now that's a horse of a different color, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Deacon here.
Bishop and deacon.
Boy, looking at this collection, it's like, whoa.
It's really cool.
I never paid any attention till that bear popped up.
I mean, I'd seen them at shows and stuff. Like they go to a lot of the shows and stuff and set up, and they've got great stuff, man.
Yeah,
really, really.
I've kind of. I'm like you, Dave. I've looked at them. I've noticed them, but I hadn't like really looked at them.
Yeah, no. I mean, from the looks of it and from the sounds of it, if way behind on the collection, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
How long's this been out?
Oh gosh, since before COVID, I think.
Oh,
Several
okay.
years, yeah.
Hey, look, what is that at the Hera Serpent?
Serpent Spire.
That would probably be a Cobra Law fill in right there.
me personally, I'm not big into the whole.
I don't know. She looks more like
stuff like that. But I would love to have some of the nuts.
Okay, that don't look as serpenty as I thought it was going to.
No, it doesn't, does it?
Well, I don't know. I guess her ponytail or whatever that's supposed to be.
That's cool. That guy's cool.
You get some
Arnog. You got a lot of fur. Anyway, we was trying to find some Master Universe guys. But anyway.
This is
There's
really.
Mothman.
Yeah, there he is. Yeah, that looks just like Mothman, doesn't it?
Did that thing just say his name was Bo Cephas? I just caught a glimpse of it. I said, did I say Bo Cephas?
Definitely. Don't get me to say that.
Bryophytus. Bryophytus.
We shall call him Mossman.
Mossman. Mossy.
I'm gonna call him Brocephus.
Boy, that looks like that Lord Adon looks like the head elf of Lord of the Rings, doesn't it?
King Stratos.
Like Stratos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big time Stratos,
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. They got a lot of stuff that resembles Masters of the Universe when, because they did create the classics, right, John?
Yeah, they're the ones that created the classics for the MattyCollector.com.
Right.
They sculpted all those. Do you see one called Eagleus on there? I don't see him.
Eagleus?
Yeah, I was just kind of scrolling through eBay and seeing what kind of prices, and there's one that's called Eagleus. It is really cool. It's an eagle, but he's got red, white, and blue wings and the armor.
No way. I gotta have that.
I don't know if he's on there, but I can show you what this picture looks like on here. Maybe.
Here's you say demon dwarfs stuff.
Yeah. I don't know what faction he'd be in. Let me see if it says on here.
He'd probably be on the America faction. America.
Well, now this one isn't out of place.
That's a Red Sonja there.
Yeah.
I started to buy one of those because I'm a big Red Sonja fan, and that was. But the Toy Hacks is coming out with a Red Sonja this year that's 1/6 scale.
Looky here, old trap jaw. He got his arm back.
That's crap jaw pre accident.
It's pretty cool though.
I tell you what though, you don't army build with these things at $50 a pop, do you?
Oh no.
No.
Well, there's so many of them, you wouldn't have to army build. You got your own money.
No, it's true. You really don't have to, do you?
Separate characters.
That looks like a guard, an Eternian guard. That one did.
What? Let me go back.
Or maybe Man at Arms, one of the two.
I saw one that looked like Man at Arms in here.
It was down toward the bottom on that.
Yeah, right there.
Right there, yeah. That one right there.
Yep.
Weapons Master, yeah.
Yep.
Be about right, wouldn't it? Colors are the same.
Yeah.
Boy, they like their underbites with these guys, don't they?
Yeah.
A lot of these guys have got their tusks hanging out of their lower jaw.
They're orcs and urukais.
Yeah, that's true.
He's an orc, and they all had that big underbite.
Yeah.
Does that say he's an herbalist? Is that what it is? Huh? He just
Herbalist, yeah.
He goes around the battlefield giving people kombucha teas and stuff. Or what? What's his deal?
Yeah, he's a healer. Hang on, guy. I got you. I think that's one we just looked at. But hey, check out that horse.
Bone wings. Oh, that is a skeleton horse. That is just now. See now those legs are painted like bones, and right.
Yep.
I agree. Those legs look bony there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a bony horse. That's a bony.
I don't have to worry about feeding him a lot.
No, he ain't got the guts for it.
Not at all. That's some bone.
Yeah, you got to be ribbing me on that one.
I bet those bone wings would go on the horse.
Bone wings.
Somebody parked him in the garage. It looks like forgot bone wings. That's cool.
I mean, they're not good for flying, but
not at all. You can't get no air with those. Flip these real quick.
I seen something today. If I was a 1/6 collector.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Thrace Wraithhaler, huh?
Any of y'all watch wrestling?
No, I haven't watched that in 20 years.
She looks like Liv Morgan. Anybody that's watched wrestling.
Carpathius looks
like
like
a bat.
They all look like bats, don't they?
Those are the
Those all
vampires.
the vampires.
That Varg is a bat, definitely.
Lithia.
Yeah, they're all
It's
vampires.
supposed to be like
Oh, they're
Lilith.
all vampire. That makes sense.
Yeah. Lord Dracula.
Yes,
They're the Batman faction.
Race.
And
Vampire.
he looks sort of like Hordak or Horde
Kinda.
Prime.
yeah, those colors. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Hordak. All the way.
That's a cool shield. Huh.
Yep.
I still want to see this hawk or this eagle guy.
Yeah.
You ever find out what faction he was in?
I don't know. It don't. I mean, it's somebody's just got him on eBay. It don't say. It don't give no details on it. But it is an awesome looking figure. It's 70. We're selling it for $74.
There's your Skeletor.
Yep.
How much is it, John?
The Eagle's $74.
Huh.
I guess it's sort of like a deluxe figure. But
What's Skeletor's name? Kalidas?
Yeah.
Kalidas.
Keltis.
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 There's Stinkor.
Keltis
Yeah,
and his
sure
cousin
is, isn't
Enos.
Do you smell what Stinkor's cooking?
Yeah. Now I remember seeing Stinkor at one of the toy shows because that's what caught my attention. I said, "Hey, I was like Stinkor."
Don't know which one the eagle guy would have been under.
Check that eagle. Check that second one. That looks like an eagle, Shane. Yeah, check that one. I don't know.
I think that'd be where it'd be.
That guy looks like an eagle.
Race eagle.
Is that one?
That's not the one I'm looking at though. You'll
Nice class picture there, though, huh?
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty. I like him.
I don't see him in that neither.
Gildra.
Those are pretty neat. Let me read the description. This could be a custom. I don't know.
Like a Silver Knight.
No, it says this photo is actually from the website, so he's on there somewhere.
Something's flock. What is that? Xylonia's flock. Know what that says? Oh, a moose. No way.
Oh, yeah, there is a moose. Huh.
Oh,
Click on it.
That
We gotta
is
see
cool.
you know what I got to
That
have.
is cool.
Oh my lord. Oh man.
That
That right
is
there would be
cool.
awesome if you got that Santa Claus from Big Bad Toy Store.
Boy, for
You
an old
opened up
Maine
a can of
boy.
worms, Shane.
Oh, man. I'm an old Maine boy. I got to have that moose.
That is cool.
What's his name?
Alder.
Elder.
Alder.
Oh, yeah. This old Maine boy's getting that moose.
That's cool.
I believe I am too. Horse,
Between the moose and the bear?
and moose.
Oh, I'm getting a bear and I'm getting me a moose. I'm telling you right now. You guys ever seen a moose?
There you go. There's an antelope down there at the bottom.
Yep.
Oh, look at that.
She's
Well,
an
that's kinda
elder
weird.
frost deer. Her role is she's a god. These are pretty cool. I didn't open up this can, John. Jason Adams did.
Jason,
you better have a helmet on when I meet you because it's going to be.
Wasn't he the one that posted that?
Oh no, that was
I
me
better
that
have a-
posted that one to Nev, and then Rick commented on it.
That was you that opened the can of worms then.
Yeah.
John,
I
you
was
better
just
have to
looking
check
at that
both.
one
I see.
figure. I didn't look at all the other ones.
Let's see if I can.
You got to find that eagle. It's got to be on there somewhere.
What I'm looking for, this was the deluxe builders. I don't see him on there.
Can you search? Is there a search on the website?
I don't see one.
That moose up for pre-order or something? There ain't none on eBay. That's a little weird.
Is that the
Oh, hang on.
there we go. Oh, I got a rooster.
Oh, look.
There's a radio.
Archaeopteryx, a rooster. Oh,
There's a parrot too.
I still don't see him on there.
Mallard the duck.
A toucan.
Look, it's Polly.
Blue
Polly.
jay.
Yeah.
Polly cracker.
That is really, look at that. A hornbill. Trumpetus.
Crazy.
Trumpicus pelicus. Well, that's really weird.
Where is the eagle at?
I'm trying to find it.
Mythic Legends Elder Moose. There are none on eBay. What the heck?
There's
Oh, is that a
tons of these. Tons of these
Yeah,
figures.
it's been going for a while.
Try Big Bad Toy Store.
Yeah, I didn't see the moose on there.
Mm,
Where is that eagle at?
I don't even care what you guys are doing now. I'm looking for this stupid moose.
Is that a list of names there you keep pulling up, Shane?
It's a list of the waves.
Oh, okay. Because Eagleless is the eagle's name.
Big Boy Toy Store.
Eaglus, Eagleless.
His name is Alithia Alder. That's his whole name. He was $90 and he sold out on Big Bad.
What's that? The moose?
Yep.
All those look at the All Stars right there and see if it might be into that.
I looked at the All Stars 1 already.
Oh, have you? Oh, there's a bunch of All Stars. Yeah. Oh, there he is right there.
Eagless. There he is, Eagless.
Yeah, check him out.
Oh, that's all American right there.
Yeah.
Ain't no doubt.
Oh man.
That's actually cool looking.
That is really cool.
I like that.
Oh Lord, I got just leave that up there for just a second. Oh man,
Eagleless.
Easy, Corey. This is a kid-friendly show.
Yeah, you better tell him to come back and give you more money. Whoever.
Did he have an extra head that went with him?
There's only 2 pictures.
Oh, John, how about you on the eBay deal? Do you have an extra head that comes with it?
It's just a stock. That photo right there is the one that they got on here.
Okay.
Pretty cool.
Well, I found one.
Let's see.
There's 106 people watching it right now.
Accessories, sword, shield, and wings. Additional heads, no additional heads.
No. So I like how a clothes beak with.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
These are pretty cool though.
Found one for $140.
Oh, the moose.
Yeah. Kind of ticking me off now.
Oh, look at this ice troll, y'all. Check this ice troll out.
Who does that? That looks like somebody. Who does that look like?
Yeah, he's massive.
Who does that look like?
That looks like Corey when he finds out he can't get the bear.
That looks like Dave when he heard McFarlane went up on the price.
I was thinking more like Corey rolling across the Target parking lot.
Hey, gotta watch that Shane, man.
Look, even the gravel in his back.
I found one. I found one on eBay. $90 plus 13 shipping. He's in the watch list. He's in. Yeah, there we go. Mm-hmm.
That's All Stars 3.
Bologna, no bread for the next month.
Well, we'll just go with the bread.
I'm gonna be that way. Stone Throw. I'm gonna go with the bread and selling my blood.
Do the platelets, you get more.
No,
Hey, Corey. They do have
Yeah.
they do have head packs.
Head packs?
I found one on eBay right now that's got 6 different heads,
Really?
like extra heads.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that? What Malice, dude?
It's for the All Stars 5 wave. It says.
Boy, I'm gonna have to go through this because there's some really cool stuff.
Look at that skeleton there, Shane, down at the bottom.
This is your
Was it Malice?
this is your Legion builders. So these are your army builder figures here.
Are they cheaper?
Skeletus? Probably not. I like that Skeletus there.
That guy?
Bonehead.
Yeah. You got a crack in the skull. Must have been what killed him.
Now, they also got some Knights Templar there, guys, too.
Mm-hmm. These are
Templar
pretty cool
not.
figures.
105 watchers. Holy cow! That Eagleus, he goes.
Hey,
he goes all the way. 2014.
Yeah, these things are very
Good
popular.
night.
The original's $250, and he came out in 2014.
Wow.
And
The
then
Eagle Den.
yeah, and then there's a 2.0 version, which has got a lot of gold.
So they were doing these when they were doing the classics then.
Wow.
Because the classics ran all the way up to what, 2017, 2018?
Something like that, right?
There's
There's 2
hand
different
packs.
versions of that Eagleus. There's a version 2 and then the original. I got to tell you, the original is from 2014, and he's $250 on the card.
Woo!
Oh, my God, there's Uncle Phil.
Boy,
These are pretty
there's a
awesome. I mean,
demonic looking thing there. A Rither. Deluxe Arither.
there's Scareglow.
Yep.
That's pretty. I just want the bear and the moose.
Dave's gonna be having
I
bear.
don't want.
You need a squirrel to go with the moose.
Moose and squirrel. Moose and
But,
Tell you
squirrel.
what, buddy, the guy was saying.
That Eagleus
Just a
is
shout out
World.
to Mythic Legions.
Mythic Legion. That's cool.
Shane, please move on. My pocketbook's screaming, man.
Do what? Do what, Corey?
My pocketbook's screaming. You need to move on. My pocketbook's screaming at me.
Thanks, John, for this one.
Hey, I
Thank
didn't
you,
tell you to
John.
pull up the website. I was just looking at that one.
I
I
mean,
was perfectly oblivious to all those other ones.
we're getting in this weird mode where I see things like that, and with the stuff we're getting ready to do with Emmett, it's like storytelling, you know. I mean, it's just, and that, you know, the moose and the bear. It's just like, holy cow, that's really cool.
They're great. I mean, shout out to Mythic Legion, 4 Horsemen. Good. I mean, y'all putting out some killer stuff.
Well, they always did a good job. They really did. Well, that's pretty impressive.
If you remember, they were at Joe Fest when you went into the, or was it Joe Lana? Maybe in Joe Lana they were at, or Toy Lana one. When we went, and they were right to the left as soon as you walked in the auditorium. And they were covered up like Valaverse.
Mm-hmm.
So
I do remember that now.
Are they? I wonder if are they also doing that other line, that Animal Kingdom line? Because those are pretty cool figures too.
I don't know about that.
I can't remember what they're called, but I wonder if they're because they look a lot similar to these.
Yeah, they sure can, Timothy.
Yeah, boy, they always have, and boy, they're still killing it. But 2014, I mean, I'm looking at that. Geez, I'm 10 years behind. There's no way I'm getting into that collection.
Yeah,
I might get 1 or 2 pieces, but that's all I'm doing.
Well, I mean, I can see that. I can see a polar bear version of that bear in the future. I'd definitely get that too.
Oh yeah.
If I remember correctly, though, whenever I saw them, they had probably over 1,000 different figures at their booth.
Oh yeah, they had.
I mean, they had like, I think they had like 5 spaces along that wall, and they were just covered with figures.
Wow.
I looked at several of the horses, and they're awesome.
And I'm just scrolling there. I'm just on eBay. You can find body part. I mean, you can find like upper torsos, lower. I mean, you could probably build your own.
Probably,
buy a piece at a time and build your own. If you can't afford to buy one straight up, buy over a period of about 6 months, a piece at a time.
I seen something today, and it was a 1/6 scale. But if it had been a 1/12, I would cut off probably my left leg to get it. 1/6 scale. I can't remember who made it. I seen it on Facebook. James Braddock. And he had like a ton of accessories, but it was 1/6 scale. They don't make a 1/12. I'm in, man.
Interesting.
He beat every Joe on the shelf.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow. Well, that was a really sucky segment because
it just piqued my interest on it, and I got to looking over them, and I thought they're so great. We need to share them with everybody.
Yeah.
No, you didn't. You didn't.
I really like it.
I've always said I like spending other people's money.
Yeah, there you go.
Or was that Corey that said that?
Yeah,
Corey,
you like spending other people's money.
I saw a different bat signal too, Corey.
I think the last time I went to what was it, Books Man? I bought a $49 bat signal. I still got it. Love it to death.
You're welcome.
Cool. What the heck? Puppy's going nuts up there.
Okay.
Very cool. You know what? All joking aside, I'm gonna check out some of that stuff because that's pretty kind of cool.
See, there's the head pack. One of the head packs.
Oh wow!
One
from each, huh?
They have head packs. They have web.
Yeah.
They have different packs with just all different kinds of hands in it for figures and stuff.
I honestly don't know why Hasbro Pulse don't do accessory packs and head packs. Make them exclusive to Pulse, but man, them things would sell like crazy.
Oh, they would too.
Oh yeah, especially weapon
I know
packs.
Valorverse is starting that selling head packs.
I say weapons pack, but if they're gummy and bendy like the other stuff we've been getting, who would buy them?
Yeah.
Well, that's true too. Get the material straightened out first.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I heard something to the effect the reason they went to started doing that because it had sharp edges and kids may hurt themselves. Little kids ain't buying them things, man.
No, I'm not buying that.
If they think little kids are buying classified steel, they're delusional.
Yeah.
Little kids are not buying classified figures.
Nope, they're not, and everybody knows it. If that were true, we wouldn't get multi-$100 HasLabs. Come on, get real.
Right.
That tells you everything you need to know about who's buying that line.
Exactly.
So still mushy. Still mushy. Everybody wants to have a moose.
Good moose.
It's unreal. There's just auction after auction on eBay for this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Tons of them.
And I really hadn't paid much attention to them until
I wished I hadn't paid no attention to them.
It's your fault, John. Like I said, you posted that on there, and whew.
That one with the shield with the arrows in it's what caught my attention, and I thought, well, that's pretty cool. And then I got looking at the helmet and all with it, and then I thought,
what moose? Look,
Thanks, John. I'm going to have to double up on my antidepressants tonight. Thank you very much.
Okay, go to mom.
You're welcome. Well, we got to keep the pharmaceutical company in business, right?
As soon as you posted that, and then Rick posted the other one right behind you, I was like, holy moly, them are cool.
I'm finding a bunch of them.
They were really
still
nice.
on the card for $39. I wonder if they just went up on the price because I'm finding a bunch of the older ones for $39 free shipping on eBay.
That's not too bad for those figures.
Yeah.
I seen a big bad toy store that had reindeer with their Santa Claus for 1/12 scale.
Huh.
I don't know.
That's pretty cool.
I needed something else to buy.
I know. Here I'm trying to sell stuff, and I can't.
I just
I'm
did.
trying to sell stuff to make room.
Just today I was sitting here thinking, what in the world could I spend more money that I don't have on? And then you guys showed up.
You can always
See, I
count
thought
on
the
us.
same. I thought the same thing too until Monday night when the water busted.
Yeah, well. Cool. Hey, that was a cool segment, actually, though. All kidding aside, I'm going to...
Some really nice stuff.
I will be moose and bear hunting here right off, I'm afraid. So, but I think I can do the moose for reasonable. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll wait and see if I can find one loose or something. Right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Maybe. Anyway, what are we going to do now? What are we doing now? What the heck are we doing here?
Who knows?
I don't know. Whatever John got going on.
What do you got, John? What's John? Big John, what's going on?
Oh,
Big
I don't know.
John. Big
So,
John.
let me ask for all those out in our listening audience, all three of you, or however many's watching right now.
6.
6. Oh, we've doubled our numbers. Great. Yeah.
It must have been the Mythic Legend section.
So let's talk about something that we as collectors, or at least myself, experience, and I'm getting to where I'm experiencing more and more. The fact that I'm number one, running out of room, and it's like, and you guys been over here in my house. You know, I got my man cave, and then I got
man cave.
I got another section over there that's just storage, and you can't even walk in the door; it's packed full. And today. That's why I pulled out some stuff and started listing it, because I gotta make room. But when I open that door and just look at all them boxes and all them totes, I just get discouraged. And it's like, because I know there's parts spread out, and I'll find a bunch of figures, but I'll be missing parts, and I know they're in some of the other totes somewhere. And finding them, and I feel like I've, my whole day off today, I feel like I've spent just going through totes and hadn't really accomplished much. And I'm constantly seem like I'm rearranging. Every time I'll get my man cave fixed the way I want to, then I'll buy more stuff, and then I had to start rearranging again. And moving stuff from here to there, and from there to here, and back and forth, and upstairs, downstairs, and I'm sure I'm not the only one that experiences this. I know I'm not, because I've talked to other collectors, and they kind of get that. You kind of hit that low point, I guess, to where you just like, what am I even doing with all this stuff? What am I going to do with all this stuff? And you go through it, you pull out, especially stuff that's been in storage, like in a storage building or something. Then you pull out older figures from like the 80s and 90s. And I had a couple today I pulled out and looked at, and just as soon as I touched them, they broke, because they become brittle from the heat. And because I can't keep everything in the air conditioning because I don't have enough room. Mm-hmm. And so then you end up with basically junk. I mean, you can't sell it. It's broke. Nobody's going to buy it. And you guys know, unless it's like vintage stuff from the 70s, 80s, or whatever, when a toy line ends, the hype goes away, and then you can't. Some of the toy lines you can't even give them away now.
Yeah, exactly.
That were very popular at the time. Yeah. The Playmate Star Trek's a good example. I mean, those things were huge. It ran for almost 10 years. That those action figures did, and now you can find them a dime a dozen. You can't give them away. I got every single one of them. That's one line I actually managed to finish the whole collection. I got every single one of them. The 5-inch, the 9-inch, the 12-inch. I've got them all. But now what am I going to? I got them in storage because I have nowhere to display them, and they're out over there on that one side. I know they're in heat, but I can't. What do I do with them? And I'd about basically have to give them away. to get rid of them, and I don't want to just give them away, unless I, if I knew a collector that really, really wanted them. But that's I don't know. Is it just me? Do you guys experience this stuff?
I did until I decided to just start collecting just two lines.
Yeah.
And
that's kind of where I'm getting at now. Because and I see other stuff like this, and I'll pick something up. And I think we talked about it before. You go into the store time and time again. There's nothing new. Then you just feel like you're wasting your time going in there if you don't buy something. Well, then you'll buy something from a different toy line. Next thing you know, you're buying those just to kind of fill the gap until something new comes out, and you end up with a bunch of stuff that you really, really didn't want to begin with. and maybe it's just me. I don't know, but I find myself doing stuff like that a lot of times. And I don't know what's your guys' thoughts on this. I mean, what do you guys go through? And
I have to tell you that the best from my collecting, having been a completist, especially with Star Wars, and I just picked it back up in '95, so I wasn't doing the OG stuff. And then I got headlong into the Mattel DC Universe figures, and the monthly club and the annual, exclusives and all of that. I this is going to sound strange, but I built a garage, and I had I built the upstairs specifically for my collection, 20 by 24, open concept. We spent a lot of money on that building. Just all the stuff laid around. It's out in the cold. And I see Phil's comment here. Yeah, and what you mentioned before, it got discouraging to have that much and not even enjoy it anymore.
mm-hmm.
So you know what? I took all of the Star Wars stuff and I divided it up by movie. So at that time there was 6 lots, and I sold them all. And I sold the entire Mattel run all at once to one guy out in Ohio, I think it was. I sold it all, and I didn't buy a toy for 2 years. It's the best thing that ever happened to my collecting, to be perfectly honest with you, because I kind of learned to appreciate it, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I also learned not to do it again. I don't have to be a completist. I actually can only buy what I want to buy. If I don't have to buy stuff that I don't like just because it's part of a line. I'm serious, guys. The best thing I ever did was sell it.
Yeah, that's kind of how I was. I used to be I was huge into Star Wars. I probably had every vintage piece there was, and all of it got stolen out of my storage building. But then I started buying the Power of the Force stuff.
Yep.
Because my son was born during that time. And I thought, well, this is cool. I'll collect it, and then he can have it because he'll get into it. He never got into it. So I ended up just selling every bit of it and just getting rid of it. And I did that decision because I was still collecting G.I. Joe also. And I thought, I weighed the options. Which one is better? Which one do I like better? Star Wars had a spot in my heart, but G.I. Joe had a bigger spot. So I sold all the Star Wars stuff. Yep. I've still, like this weekend, I picked up some of these little minifigs, Lego minifigs. They're Star Wars. They're pretty cool.
Right.
But, I'm not buying the figures no more because I probably haven't bought a Star Wars figure since the Power of the Force.
Right.
The last ones I bought, and like you said, I just got to where I just didn't have the passion for it. And so I just decided I had to make that decision. And then again, running out of room. Where do you put this? Where are you going to put it? So that's why I just cut it and sold every bit of it. I had all of them too, all the Power of the Force stuff. Every that come out, had them all. And I just got rid of them because I had to make that decision.
Mm-hmm.
and that's where I've been ever since. But then I bought the Masterverse and the Origin stuff, but I pretty much stopped on those. So,
Yep.
See, we got a few comments. This is from Timothy. They really narrowed down his collection, getting just certain figures that I have and attachments to. That's what a lot of people do.
Yep. Well, say I'm not a complete stater. I got a little bit of everything. Most of the click stuff, it reminds me of my childhood. WWE wrestlers, I don't get every one. I just get the what would you call the anywhere before 90s all the way back to the mid 70s, late 70s, and I just collect what I like. I mean, I just got back into collecting in 2016, 17 when I had to get retired, and just for something to do. But I'm still running out of room. I'm still running out of room for as vehicles go.
Yep. I will say this: collecting 3 3/4 figures, space wise, is a whole lot easier than 6-inch or 7-inch. It just is. I mean, even with the number of vehicles and stuff, it was still easier. But
you would think that, but like the GI Joes, they put out so many. I had those plain old cases. That's what I were putting them in for a while.
Right.
I bet 300 of those cases full, and those take up a lot of space.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
And it's the thing is, there's a lot of cool stuff, a lot of neat stuff, but I get discouraged because I look at it and it's just piled up in boxes. I ain't got nowhere to put it.
Yeah. Yep.
And I tried to rotate, I thought, well, I'll rotate stuff out, but it's so much work to put one line up and put another out.
Right. Right.
Because, it's just so massive. And I don't know. That's what I'm kind of narrowing it down just to kind of G.I. Joe and Master Universe. And I'll buy the classic Marvel Legends and maybe a few of the newer ones that I like, but I definitely have done away with all the movie figures and all that, because just like everything else, when Toy Biz first started, I was getting out every one of them, and then Hasbro took it. I was trying to get every one of them, and I finally said I don't need all of them. Like you said, why buy something you don't really like just because you got to have it to have a complete set?
Well, here's a comment for you. This hits me too.
Yeah.
This is Timothy.
Yeah. And I think that the marketing on that was exactly that.
That's exactly what they wanted.
Yeah.
Because you got people like myself that is, I like to complete things.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's because of the line of work I'm in. Because I go from start to finish and completing it,
Right, right.
So I think that kind of hits that area for me. And I mean, I've kind of stopped worrying about getting everything also. But G.I. Joe is my first. I'm going to buy G.I. Joe before anything. That's what I had to decide and make up my mind that that's going to be the primary collection I collect. So, I mean, that's just what a lot of us have to do.
Yeah.
Because a lot of us as collectors, when we do see things we like and we buy it, we think, oh, well, I just want this one because it's really cool.
No.
And then 2 days later, you see, oh man, look at that one. It's cool too. So then you grab it, and then next thing you know, you're trying to get every one of them. It's just it's just the mindset that we get into.
Right. I believe you got to have a hierarchy.
Yep.
Like mine is Joe's, Marvel Legends, Masters Universe, WWE.
Yeah. See, I've cut mine down to 2, and that's as far as it's going. Well, I am collecting. Oh, actually, I'll say 3 because I am going to collect the Thundercats Ultimates. But that's as far as it goes.
You might as well say 4 because now you're going to start buying Mythic Legions too. So.
Yeah, I like them. They're great, but I'm just I won't go down that hole.
I have to tell you, I'm actually pretty grateful for this getting back into it with Emmeett, because there's a purpose to it.
Mm-hmm.
which in a weird way kind of releases me from being a completist, because if it doesn't fit in with what we're going to try to do,
Right.
I don't need to spend the money on it.
Right.
So when I sit here and joke about a moose and a bear and stuff like that, I can see those being fit into
Exactly.
what we want to do.
Mhm.
I told John the other day, I finally put all my classifieds in a case, almost all of them. I still got one tier that I got to do my crimson set, but I was looking at that collection of classified Joes, and you know what? I'm actually very, very happy with that collection. Does that make any sense?
Mm-hmm.
I look at that, and they're doing pretty good, getting all the bases covered. At this point in time, other than snow serpents, I don't want to do any more army building.
No.
Because
I've never been a big army builder guy myself.
we already did that. We have enough to do what we want to do. And what I'm looking at the list again here, you know, what we know is what's name only revealed and what we know is coming. And to tell you the truth, there's more and more and more of those lists that I can pass on, like Shadow Tracker. I don't have to have Shadow Tracker.
Yeah.
Tell you the truth, I couldn't care less about Shadow Tracker. The new one, Wolf Spider, I don't care. As I'm sitting here, my Joe focus is I gotta get low light, right? Which I already know I'm gonna be very happy with that figure. Then it's Mike's gonna make sure he sets aside the Retro Scarlet and Duke for me, which is supposedly April, right? Then I should have the money for the Vamps when they show up in May. You see how this is kind of,
Mm-hmm.
if I can't, I've completely changed my attitude on McFarlane. I can tell you right now, I'm going to keep, if like that Batgirl, Cassandra Cain that you just
Yeah,
released,
I seen that one. Yeah.
I'll buy her because that's Bat Family stuff, right? That will make me happy. If they come out with any more figures that I can put into my Silver Age / slightly modern Justice League set, doing that rival figure, pass. You know why? Because I'm not going to be able to complete the JSA, because I'm not going to buy that set. I cannot spend $150 on that wave. So you know what? I'm done with the JSA. I'm going to finish my Justice League, and I'm going to build the Bat Family as things come out. But that's it. My Jurassic World stuff, if there's a good Hammond collection figure that comes out that will do good for photography, great. Other than that, I'm done with that too. I'm really, really winding it down to, does this actually serve a purpose? Does that make any sense?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
if it doesn't, I don't feel obligated to buy everything anymore all of a sudden.
Right.
Because I know full well, you guys know this. You can look at your collection and you can see happy, regret, happy, indifference, happy, regret.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And you guys all know what I'm saying.
Yep.
Because, you know, you can see where fell into the hole there, because those 4 figures I couldn't care less about. Right.
Yeah.
And let's face it, guys, there's another factor here. And we gotta be honest about this. Toy hunting used to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Let's face it, it hasn't been fun for a very long time.
Yeah.
The retailers have let us down so badly that I was standing there looking at the gung hos, the carded gung hos over here in the Centerpoint Walmart. They've been sitting there for 18 months now, right?
Oh, wow.
And I'm sitting there going,
probably longer than that, to be honest with you.
Where the heck did those Zartans go? They had to have made the Zartans and the Storm Shadows in the same numbers. Where are those figures? Where are those figures?
The only thing I ever seen out of that wave, right? The only thing I ever seen out of that wave was a Crimson Guard, and that's it.
I saw 1 or 2 of them, and that was just in the last 2 months. But where are those figures? You know they exist. They're sitting in cases somewhere. Where are those figures? Walmart just never puts them on the shelf because they can't sell the other one. That doesn't make any sense. Toy hunting used to be fun, and it's just not anymore. It's not for me. It hasn't been for a long time. You know? So How to make it better? I guess you got to figure it out, John, because if it's not fun anymore, it ain't worth doing.
Yeah. And I've talked, like I said, I've talked to several other collectors, and they tell me this, basically the same thing. And you sit there and you look, like I said, I walk over and look at all that stuff, and I know I need to go through it. I need to get rid of it and sell it, try to make some money off of it. But it's just, I'm already limited on time as it is.
Yeah.
I work a full-time job, and we got a kid and everything else. And so it's just looking at it, you just feel like you just want to throw your hands up. It's like, give me a match. Let me just set fire and burn it up. Get rid of it. Just like, but and I think that's why I wanted to bring this up, because I figured there's probably other people watching it that get into that and they feel that way, and it's like well, like in school, you like you start out a semester in college, you new semester, you hyped up, ready to go. Midterms roll around and you like burn out and you're like, I just want to get through this.
Yep.
And then you get that boost right there toward the end at finals where you back up. It's like a roller coaster, up and down. And you're like, well, I'm quitting. I'm giving this stuff up. And then here comes a new wave that gets announced, and you see pictures of it, and you're like, oh, that looks cool, And then it like sucks you right back in again, and it's just like.
I talked to a guy. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Corey.
I talked to a guy today. He had the Spider-Man movie figures, the cardigans, all for sale for $50 a piece, and he was in Montana. I just asked him why. He said they never did get it. He said he only seen one wave out there. That was it. And on eBay out that well, not eBay, but Amazon, they're outrageous. I said I walked to my local Walmart and got every one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I said, matter of fact, there's nearly it's still hanging at my local Walmart for $24 for retail. And he said, they ain't seen a one out there in Montana.
No.
Or wherever it's from. I think it's all distribution.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of it is.
Like I said, I'm much happier collecting now than I ever have been. Because you know what? We bought that lot, remember? That was a complete and total fluke of a thing for me. But it's cool to have some of that OG stuff around. But I'm not sitting here wringing my hands trying to figure out how I'm going to finish off my OG collection. I'll pick up what I can when I can. Because that's almost like a secondary thing now.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense? Everything else has got a purpose. My OG collection is actually my collection, and I'll get to it when I get to it.
Mm-hmm.
And that I don't even stress over, because I know there's like the gold-headed Steel Brigade, the Creator Cobra. I'll never get those. Not now. Not at the prices they are now. So I don't even worry about it. Like you said, I don't even get in a hurry to look. I mean, there's some basic figures that I need to get for my OG, but I don't. Yeah. I don't really go out, just looking for them. If I see them at a toy show or something, I'll pick them up. But I don't, It's like I'm more focused on the new stuff because it's currently coming out and trying to keep up with it.
Right.
Well, here's my thing with the older stuff. For me, I have to go to shows to find this stuff because of a lot of the stores around here don't carry the vintage stuff.
No,
and it's harder to find it. I would love to be one of those guys to look up on one of those lots at some estate sale or something.
Oh, I know.
And I see people posting about that all the time, and I'm like, oh, why can't I just look up that one time? But I agree with Timothy here on this. He says it's still fun toy hunting, but not as fun, mind you. The thrill of the hunt still gets out to the toy aisle, but not like it used to be back in the late 90s, because the reason for that is there's nothing there.
Yep.
There's absolutely nothing there. When I run into Walmart and look down on the toy aisle looking for Joe's, I'm like, hey, Gungo, Baroness, Shipwreck, Scrap Iron, they still sitting here.
Yeah.
You know
what the difference? One of the differences with toy hunting now versus actually not even that long ago is we are right down to we have release dates for everything.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right. So we know if it's in the store or not.
Yep.
When's the last time you stepped inside the store and was actually surprised at what you found? because you already knew the
That's why I
release.
like.
I mean, for me,
That's why I like doing.
Go ahead, Corey.
That's what I like doing. Just hopping in the car and going to the store and being surprised.
Mm-hmm. For me, I would be totally surprised if I walked into any Walmart around me and found something new.
Yeah, right.
I'd be like,
Yeah.
oh my
Yeah,
God.
really,
I might have a heart attack right there on the toy aisle.
This right here, Facebook, social media, has kind of, to me, has kind of ruined that aspect of it. You can't.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
if you get on Facebook in any of these groups, all you're going to see is pictures finding this and this and this. Like I said, back in the 80s when you were a kid, you didn't know new G.I. Joes were coming out until you walked in the store and saw them.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
And you know, yeah, we had magazines in the 90s like Toy Fair and all, and Lee's Guide and all that, but that kind of give you, you know, then you could see kind of what was coming out. But
Yeah, but it was by the quarter. Remember, it was by the quarter.
Right.
Sometime in that 3 months, it was going to show up.
Right.
You know.
And it's like the thrill of going out hunting is gone because number one, like Shane said, I constantly go into Walmarts and Targets and see nothing constantly.
Mm-hmm.
And so that gets discouraging. And then, you know, when you do see it, well, you're halfway, you're expecting it because people's been finding them for 2 months,
right.
and they finally show up around here, you know, and it's just kind of, I don't know, that the hunts just, it's like Timothy said, it's not what it used to be.
It's not.
And gas has got so high you can't go out hunting all the time anyway. I mean, used to, I'd go out and spend the whole Saturday and I'd hit 7 or 8 Walmarts in one day.
Mm-hmm.
Can't do that now. Can't afford to. Especially not find anything, go around and spend all that gas and then come away empty-handed. It's like a wasted trip to me. You know, that's what, in my mind, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I just wasted a whole day and a whole trip, you know.
Well, I went to 3 Walmarts this weekend, Saturday, and found absolutely nothing. Nothing. I mean, there was nothing new, nothing, anything interesting to look at, really. And
Did you hit Ross's?
I hit a couple of Rosses, yeah, but nothing.
They have what you have told me to look for.
No, I didn't hit the one in Florida.
I want. Well, I can't remember what you told me. Was out there at Ross's, but
It's whatever John was looking for.
yeah, that.
The retro
carded. Yeah, I want them too for that price.
And a lot of things that's killing it is these secondhand stores. I'll be honest with you. Because now you got the mindset of, well, I'm just going to wait. And if those figures aren't moving at Walmart or Target, they're not going to reorder those things.
I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And that's what's going to end up killing the lines. Because if they're not killing them, they're not going to buy them and put on their shelves.
I would just like to see what's inside these Walmart distribution centers, like in Mississippi. Just what's sitting there.
I don't know if it's in the distribution centers as much as it is in the back of the stores.
Oh, it ain't in the back of the store at Walmart.
Yeah, they claim that there is nothing in the back of the store at Walmart. Target will tell you the same. They claim it's not in this building.
I've worked at Walmart. They preach. They don't keep nothing in the back except for electronics and a cage. That's it.
They don't really have the space for it.
Exactly.
I mean, basically, it comes off the truck. They got the space just long enough for it to sit there until you can get it on the floor.
Yeah.
And this right here, this is something I do love to do. I love to go to a flea market or an antique mall or something like that, because that's the places where you find those moments.
Yeah, right.
And I've had several of those, and thrift stores.
Yeah,
thrift stores. I've had several. Oh my goodness, moments.
Yep.
I mean, I was walking through the thrift store one day, looking through just glancing through the bag of toys, and there sat a Firefly, a version 1 Firefly, OG. And I was like, whoa.
I was with you one time when you found Mutt.
Yep.
At a thrift store, you got it in a bag.
$1.99. I mean, you have those they're out there.
Yeah. But
you're not going to find them at Walmart or Target.
Oh, no.
You're going to have to get out and go to these antique malls, these flea markets. If you can find a flea market, you got to go to them, because that's where you're going to find those, oh my goodness, moments.
This is going to sound strange, but or maybe it'll sound strange, but I'm actually looking forward to the day where I can actually look at my collection and go, I have everything I want, right? And if something random pops up every month or two or even 3 that I just kind of like to have, and I collect that way, I'm actually looking forward to that. When it's not just, I have to tell you, John's talked about this over and over and over again, rightfully so. This bombardment that we got from Hasbro starting in last June and what is looking like this year is going to be equal to, if not worse, money wise. Maybe not by number, but by cost. It's looking like their 2024 is going to be an absolute monstrous Joe year. Man, that sucks the life out of it, because then you start doing that collector math like we talked about before, right? Is oh man, my budget is going to create holes in this collection, not availability or even what they're producing or not producing. It's the economy's stupid, like I said, and man, did you guys realize that we have? Well, think about this right now. As it stands right now, there are 10 unknown figures that we don't have any idea who it is for classified that's going to be released this year. There's potentially another wave of 4 figures that hasn't even been announced. We'll get a surprise wave sometime in May before JoJo June again, because that's kind of creeping out there in the rumor mill. And it makes sense because they've done that to us before, right? 4 vehicles, more Target exclusives, 2 2-packs. One of them is not an army builder, which I don't know what 2-pack that would be. That's not an army builder, but that's what they're saying. We're getting a character with what they call a pet, which could be an animal or something like scrap iron, where there's a separate, component, drone, whatever, that's never had one before. Those are the ones that are just kind of hanging out there. Another figure with another vehicle. It's just like another exclusive, which is a troop builder. See, I mean, these are the 10 unknowns. Plus,
there's 15 unknowns on here.
Yeah. So, I mean, plus we've got a ton of name-only reveals, plus the named reveals.
Which now these unknown ones on this list could be some of those name-only reveals.
Well, they could be. We don't know for sure.
Yeah, we don't know for sure. Yeah.
So, but that's it's too. It gets so damn convoluted. Excuse my French. That it's a little hard. Sometimes too much information is too much information. You know what I mean by that? Because this right here is pure marketing. They're getting us excited for. This is our hunt. This is the excitement of the hunt right here. Is trying to decode these stupid names now. But we got 4 of the 60th anniversary figures. If you're going to do that, we have at least 9 retro figures. 4 of them, we have no idea what they are.
This leaked list has 32 numbers on it. And that's for just now. So
yeah.
Now, that's a lot of figures.
Now, here's where it gets interesting. I mean, seriously, guys, just stay with the thread that John started. How much longer? G.I. Joe is not an infinite line, right? We've had this. There really is a finite number of characters that were ever created, and there's even smaller number of those that most collectors are interested in. Let's face it, we don't want all the neon remakes and everything else or so. So out of the 200 and something figures of characters that were made, I'm going to say probably 60 of those aren't worth remaking. Are you really going to still be excited with G.I. Joe in 2025 when half of their releases are either new characters or just more repaints?
No. I'll say this. It depends on the new character. You know, what kind of story they're going to put behind it for me. But as far as the neon stuff, they start releasing that, I won't be buying that stuff because I never liked it before.
Yeah.
I just.
Well, that's what I mean. I don't think they'll go that route. I really don't, which means they're going to be stuck with either doing new characters or just repaints of classic characters. You know, like more, Arctic Snake Eyes and, Desert Storm Shadow. And,
That's
those
coming.
are.
Well, for me, if it's after 1989, I don't care about it.
Now, there was some good
That's
stuff
what I
in the
got out of
90s.
it.
There were some good figures released in the 90s. Not many, but there were some good ones in the 90s.
There was. I agree.
But you get around 91, 92 and on up.
Yeah.
I didn't like any of those.
But without getting into any kind of spoilers or anything, because I know not everybody's read them, but I've just got that feeling that Hasbro is going to deep dive into this Energon universe with the comics because it is the only media they have connected to the brand at this point. That leads me to believe that there's going to be a whole bunch of new characters, whole bunch, which Mole Rats, we were talking about this too, John. The Mole Rats was a toe in the water with this Energon universe. As far as I know, those are still available at Walmart.com. I tell you, you can just go buy all the Mole Rats you want still.
I do believe so.
I believe so too.
So, I don't know.
I do think we will get new characters, like you said, but like I said, also it depends on the character. For me, it's going to have a good story behind it and stuff like that. You start coming
that's
one stories.
That's one point right there, like the Wolf Spider. Everybody's talking about how great a figure it was, and when I got it, I wasn't really impressed. It could have it looked like a Valiverse figure to me. It was unknown.
Exactly.
No. If they would at least put a partial file card, just tell what their name is and where they're from.
Yeah.
Something that you can relate that character to. I mean, if he's from New Jersey, you at least know he's probably got a New Jersey accent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we know nothing. We don't know if he's even American or if he's we don't know. We don't know nothing about him. We don't know what he looks like.
Right.
I mean, really, it's like that was the fun of the figures because I remember as a kid, first thing I do is flip it over to see where they were from.
Yep.
Right.
Because you're always looking for them. And it's funny, all those hundreds of G.I. Joes, and only Beachhead was the only one from Alabama. That's what got me. But still, I was always looking. Oh, is this going to be from Alabama? And it's like, you was excited to see where they were from, and if they were from, like for me in the South, if they were from the South, I could relate to them. I'm like, okay, like Dave, if they were from Maine, you'll probably relate to them because
as far as I know, there was never a character from Maine. Barbecue was from Boston.
I thought I'll have to look into that because I was thinking there was at least one from Maine. What is Maine? M-E?
N-E. M-A-I-N-E.
No, I mean the two-letter initial for the state.
M-E.
M-E. Okay, that's what I thought. M-E.
Yeah.
I had to do some research on it.
Yeah, I don't remember.
We're talking about that spider, whatever.
Wolf Spider.
Sand Spider or Wolf Spider. For me, as a customizer, I thought it was a great figure. You can do so much with it because it's almost like a blank canvas.
That's funny. Avalanche, which Avalanche came along after I was out. He was from Madawaska, Maine. Okay. Sneak Peek was from Bangor, Maine. Sneak Peek was from Bangor.
Yeah.
But that doesn't sound
I
right.
thought I remembered at least one being from Maine. I couldn't remember.
I don't remember.
What state had the most shows?
Oh,
I don't know.
Probably
Well,
New York or California.
Believe it or not, Yojo.com has a list here. Yeah, Beachhead was the only one from Alabama.
Yep.
Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California. There's a lot from California.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot from Illinois. There's a lot. Kansas had a pretty good showing.
There were a lot from the States.
And it's funny, but Avalanche from Madawaska, Maine. There is no Madawaska. It's Madawaska. But that's kind of funny. But no, there were two from Maine, Avalanche and Sneak Peek. I don't remember Sneak Peek being from Maine. Well, Maryland has only got one. There's a ton of them from Massachusetts, but they don't count.
See, there's new characters they that come up in the comic books and all that we have no idea where they're from because you don't you don't have a file card to tell you that.
You don't get that background on them either.
Mississippi had Roadblock. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Montana had Sci-Fi, and that's it. Leatherneck was from Nebraska. New Hampshire, Blizzard, Wolfsboro, New Hampshire. I remember Blizzard being from Wolfsboro, New Hampshire. But this is funny. New Jersey only had 4, but Illinois had like 6. New York's got a ton of them. There must be 10 of them from New York. Ohio's got a ton.
Yeah. They made a bunch
Rhode Island. This makes sense. Rhode Island, Pawtucket, they've got almost as many as California. That's kind of funny. Ace.
That's crazy.
Ace was from Texas. Texas has a showing of 4. Only 4 Joes from Texas. Effects, which I don't know who Effects is. Effects? I don't know who
that was he come with a power suit or something in '94. He's the one in the last batch of Joes.
Effects Iceberg, which I knew. I remember that now, from Brownsville, of all places.
Mm-hmm.
Law was from Houston. And Wild Bill, of course, Brady, Texas. Slipstream was from Utah. 2, Claymore and Snowjob were both from Vermont. West Virginia's got 2. Mercer was from West Virginia. Wyoming has got 2. And Classified has 4. There's 4 birthplaces that are classified. Action Man, Kamakura, Snake Eyes, and Storm Shadow. And you know what? If you go by comic continuity, Kamakura is Sean Collins Jr. You know where he was born? In Springfield.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because Sean Sr. was a Crimson Godman when Stalker and Snake Eyes caught back up to him.
Yeah.
Foreign Joes. Mm-hmm. Backstop, Big Bear, Big Ben, Colonel Breckoff, Diana, Lieutenant Gorky, Rampage, St. Thomas, Virgin Islands. That's funny.
I didn't know that.
Red Dog was Pago Samoa. Red Star, Odessa, Ukraine. Skymate, Snowstorm, Switch Gears from Bogota, Colombia.
Wow.
And Taurus, Istanbul. That's an interesting list. Yojo.com has G.I. Joe birthplaces by state. That's actually pretty cool. So I stand corrected. There were 2 Joes that were Mainers. Cool. Corey ducked out, I guess, huh?
Well, he got a little sideways.
Got a little crooked, and the next thing you know.
And then he's gone.
Times 848.
Yeah, I never knew where most of them were from anyway. I was too busy playing with them.
But John's right. It was one of the things, and of course I was older anyways, but you flipped that card. You always had to read that bio was awesome.
Mm-hmm. My main thing was I always look for their specialities.
Yeah.
what they was good at, and everything like that. That's my thing.
Well, like I said, guys,
Oh,
and I'm being serious. Selling my collection was the best thing that happened to my collecting because I just don't feel obligated anymore.
That's was like I was saying when I sold all the Star Wars stuff. It was a relief.
Mm-hmm.
It was a relief. It was, wasn't it? It was just
like,
a relief.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I was talking about, because here a while back when I took I had some vintage Thundercats, Silverhawks, Cops and Crooks, and I forget what else it was. And I never really had those when I was a kid, but I like all the 80s toys, so I gathered some up over time. I did have Thundercats, but I decided to sell those. Well, it cleaned off 3 shelves in my display to give me more room for other stuff. But I'm like you, it's like, man, I got room here, and it made me want to start selling more stuff. It's like,
yeah.
To get this, it is kind of like you kind of feel like you get a relief there, because you're, it's like, well, I've just made some room, I've got rid of this, and so I've really narrowed down. I've and I'm probably going to sell a few more things, and just mainly the 80s toys that I really had quite a few of, or played with a lot when I was a kid, like Mask and Starcom. I'm going to keep those.
Yeah,
And,
it's like a connection. Whatever you're really connected to is what you should keep. That you feel like you're connected to.
Right. And so,
well, let me ask you this. You know what? Lines are, every different line that I collect has a different, it means something different to me. You understand what I'm saying by that? Mm-hmm. So like when I look at the McFarlane stuff, there's the required for the week, McFarlane. We got to hook up a little bell or something every time I say McFarlane. It gets rung, so I only have to do it once a week. They're nostalgia, right? They're like connection, because the comics have always meant so very much to me, and that's the truth. You know what I mean? I get to see the characters from the page to the plastic.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make any sense?
Right.
The Mattel line had that same feeling for me. It was that, it's just that, I guess, connection, I guess is the best word. The Jurassic World stuff, the dinosaurs are just cool. I mean, let's face it, they're just cool.
Oh yeah,
that's all they are. They're just cool. Do you have to have every one of them? No.
I don't know what little boys can grow up loving dinosaurs, though.
Exactly. G.I. Joe for me is fun. That line is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Right? When G.I. Joe doesn't get fun anymore, then I won't be doing it.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that's so. Honestly, John, if you can't find a word to associate with a line or a collection, get rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, I just get rid of it. And I guarantee if you can't come up with a word, why it means one single word, why it means something to you, you won't miss it.
Oh yeah.
So
it's just the collector mentality to want when you see it.
It's just discouraging when you look at this stuff that, like I said, once the lines die, then people lose interest in it. So you got this stuff. I want to get rid of it, but basically I can't even give it away because nobody buys it anymore. Nobody's interested in it anymore.
I guarantee you there's some person out there.
And like I said, and I've talked to other people that's told me the same thing. That's why I brought this up, because I know I ain't the only one that's going through this or going through it or have been through it. I know that there's other people, other collectors, some in this group that I've talked to that's gone through this, and some newer collectors that's only been collecting the last few years talked to me about it, and I said, yeah, I mean, that's you go through phases, you go through phases, and then it just. You look forward to that phase when you hit the high, when the roller coaster's going up. But then when it drops off, then you kind of like, You just sitting here just looking at boxes of stuff. Like, what am I going to do with it? You know, it's like,
Yeah.
And so that's what I'm working. That's what I'm probably for the next several weeks. I'm going to be trying to dig out and clean out and just get rid of stuff. I mean, like I said, if I take it down to one of the toy stores or something, say, hey, here's, what do you give me for it? I'll take whatever you give me for it. Just,
Yeah.
I just need it out of my way. I don't need it. I need it gone.
Yep.
I guess the best way of putting it, my Star Wars collection, the word that it became was burden.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was a burden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you start looking at things starting to get damaged. You start looking at things starting to warp, and it's just a burden. It was a burden to even have it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, time to go. Time to go. That's it.
What gets me when you build these builder figures and you don't want the figure, but you got to have the part. It goes in a bin. I got 2 bins, just nothing but stuff I don't want.
Yeah.
And
vice versa. You end up with a bunch of builder figure parts.
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
right. I need to get John his builder figure part to him eventually.
Yep.
I ain't no rush. That's like I said.
I got a bag, nothing but builder figure parts. I will never finish.
Yeah.
I need to post him the group.
I think for a lot of us as collectors, we get to the point to where we're not seeing anything on the shelves and we're not able to buy nothing. That we just buy things that we don't really want.
Yep. It happens, doesn't it?
And then you're like, why?
That's what I mean.
It was
later on, you're like, why did I do that?
It was cheap, $4.
Yeah.
So, and I hadn't bought nothing in a long time, and I regret buying them now.
Yeah.
But I disagree. I walk right past them, all of them. I know where you got it. You got it at Ollie's.
Yep.
Yeah. That's what I say.
See, you don't have a connection to this. You didn't grow up watching this.
I thought about getting them.
You didn't grow up watching this. You didn't see this on the TV and never get this in an action figure. Now we've got it in an action figure.
It is interesting, isn't it?
Or you're sitting here looking at those, and now you're looking at what Super 7's fixing to release. More, not just those, but more characters for the cartoon.
Yep.
And you're like, man, I'd much rather have those because they're better quality and they're better figures.
Oh, I'm scared to death to bend the arms on these guys.
Yeah. They are real fragile.
They're just that flimsy.
Yeah.
But then I'm catching myself looking up on eBay and the rest of them. So,
Shane, when I was over at Ollie's the other day, I sent you a message. I was gonna get you a Snake Eyes Fortnite sword, man.
Yeah,
that's actually cool. Emmett has that. It's pretty cool.
Now, my nephews might like one of those because they're Fortnite guys, but that's about it. Me, I don't. Yeah. I just like the Fortnite Snake Eyes. I can do without that thing.
Hey, can I end with I wanted to end with one thing. I read this the other day and it was absolutely shocking to me. You guys ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
At select Walmarts was last Monday. Did you guys hear about that Xbox game Starfield? Hugely popular game. I mean, it's massive. It's like an open universe game. There's like 1,100 planets to fully explore and all this other stuff. It's an immense game, right? Huge game. This is how desperate Walmart is to get out of physical media. They told a lot of their stores to go into the system. The memo came through. To go into the system and change the price on that $60 game, $65 game, whatever it was, 69, 65, whatever it was, 59.
About 69.
They would have changed the price to 3 cents. Wait.
Wow.
Change the price to 3 cents, right? This has to do with the clearance budget. They would have changed the price to 3 cents, right? Then lock out the sales so that no one could buy it for 3 cents. And they literally threw those games in the dumpsters.
Wow.
Really?
by the thousands.
That's crazy.
Because they are so desperate to get out of physical media. They don't want anything to do with hard copies anymore. It didn't happen at every Walmart, but it happened all over the country. That's how desperate they are. And they said that this is going to start happening more, that internally they're going to change the prices to literally pennies.
What
and
was
this
the name
stuff
of
is
that
gonna
game?
What's that?
What was the name of that game?
Starfield.
Starfield.
And the Walmart here still has it for $30, but that was the beginning. That was the thing. They said, have you noticed that Starfield's at $30? They put a decimal and added a zero. It goes to 3 cents. And then they void it out of the system because it can't be sold, and they throw it in the trash. And it doesn't come off their numbers as clearance because it's only 3 cents a copy.
Huh.
It's just like,
I'm gonna be dumpster diving.
this is insane. That kind of stuff is insane. And the developer doesn't care. They said, go ahead. We don't care. Everybody's buying it digitally anyway, so we don't care.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want those discs. They're yours. Throw them away. We don't care. And that's
Yeah,
exactly what they started doing.
I've heard stories about these not retailers, but these gaming companies. They want to go get into the total digital download. Like if you do something they don't like, they can basically just take the game from you.
Oh, it's the same with books, music, videos, movies. They can take it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't own it. So keep that in mind. But yeah, that just gives you an idea how messed up Walmart is.
That's where all your systems, PlayStations, Xbox is fixing to go to all digital.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I actually own an all digital PlayStation 5. And the reason I went that route because the PlayStation 4 I had two of them. And the first one, the disk drive went out in it, so I just avoided that and the whole deal on this new one.
I'm disc only. If I don't have it in my hand, it's not mine. I'm not. We started doing legacy Blu-rays a while back to build up a collection and stuff because if I don't have it in my hand, I don't want it. Because I did have an audiobook disappear from my library because they got into an argument with the author and they pulled the rights and that was it. And I paid for that and it's gone.
Yep.
So
exactly, that's what's going to happen.
Yep. So keep that in mind, guys, that there's going to be some crazy stuff going on for them to clear the numbers. And I hate to say it, I can think of a half a dozen toy lines that could end up in dumpsters all over America, and Walmart wouldn't even feel bad about it.
Well, I'm going to tell you,
no one's buying it.
I'm wondering now. There was a huge at one of my Walmarts. There was a huge section of clearance Legos. They were there one day, gone the next.
On the next.
And I don't. Where'd they go? They didn't all get balled up that quick.
I'm telling you, there's some weird stuff going on.
That's
what I said.
From the back out there.
There are cases and cases and cases and cases of figures out there that are sitting somewhere that have never seen a store shelf that have to eventually, right?
Eventually.
Or do they? Now you got to ask the question. Or do they?
Or
they'll go straight to like Ollie's, or they'll go straight to a dumpster.
Well, right. How much more of this stuff is Ollie's going to take?
Right. Shane was talking about the retro carded Marvel Legends. I played Marvel Legends. I never did see him here at retail. He's talking about that at Ross's now. I never seen him at retail. Well, I'll take it back. I seen Avalanche at retail. That's the only one.
Yeah.
Well, that was like the retro Gung Ho, Baroness, Destro, and Lady J. I had those. I bought 8 of each of those for $10 a piece before they were released anywhere around here.
Mm.
And I bought it at a second-hand place.
Yeah, I know. That's why I got mine from you from that first carded way.
Yep. I'm telling you guys, there's some weird stuff going on, and it's going to get worse, I'm afraid, because but like I said, how much of this stuff is Ollie's or Ross or Marshall's? How much of this stuff are they going to take? If they can't sell it either, they're not going to buy it either. It wouldn't be the first time that this has happened.
Our Ross pretty much cleaned out all their stuff around Christmas because they put theirs. I think you could buy like some of the G.I. Joe Classified, the Dusty Way, for $4 a piece.
You remember
I bought 2 or 3 of them for customs.
You guys remember 1983, Return of the Jedi?
Mm-hmm.
You remember? Kenner produced those millions upon millions upon millions of toys, and they were waiting for distribution. And Lucasfilm said, "Oh, we changed the name." You remember that story?
Mm-hmm.
It isn't. It's not Revenge of the Jedi. It's Return of the Jedi.
Yep.
All that stuff got thrown away. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
It's happened before. You know the rumors about Palatoy over there in England. They lost the Star Wars license. Kenner took it away from them.
Mm-hmm.
And they were forced to throw away tens of thousands of toys.
Yep.
That was always they've been looking for that landfill over there for decades because it does exist, and all stuff went into the dump. They threw it away by the case. It's happened before. Just to clear, Funko did it. You remember last year? Funko in Arizona, $3 million worth of Funko Pops went in the dumpster.
Yep.
Because it was cheaper for them to throw them away than pay for the rate for the warehouse space because they could not sell them.
Yep.
So guess what? Strange days.
It's coming.
Yep.
Strange days because there's thousands of cases of figures sitting somewhere that you never saw retail.
And eventually Ollie's is going to have to do that because like there's like the Marvel Legends, the same ones have been sitting there for 6 months now.
Yep.
And
they didn't sell at the stores.
Joe?
Now they're there and they're not selling them. And what are they going to do with them? Eventually, they got to do something.
The two ways of Marvel Legends at Mars is the Doctor Strange from the first movie and the Eternals, and I think there's a Colossus build figure wave. And that's the only 3 waves sitting there now.
Yep, and same ones that all of them around here too.
Yep.
The Eternal wave. I mean, I don't know if anybody ever bought a single one of them until they went on clearance.
I don't think so.
I didn't even buy them on clearance.
And so,
strange days, guys. Strange days. I'm afraid you're going to start hearing stories like that. And I hate to say this, but do not be surprised if Hasbro is in Chapter 11 before the end of the fiscal year in July.
Yeah.
Not Chapter 7. They're not going to go belly up, but there'll be a massive reorganization. I bet they're in Chapter 11 by the middle of this year.
And if G.I. Joes are number one selling brand right now, that means they're just going to really churn them things out, trying to make up for all the other ones.
They'll have no choice. If they go bankrupt, my understanding of it is all those licensing contracts have to be either renegotiated or they're null and void through bankruptcy law. So I'm not sure what Hasbro will even look like coming out the other side of it. But I suspect we're going to find out. I really do.
Yeah.
So fun.
Good night.
Good night.
It was a good show, guys.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Meow.
Are we off?